Hey, beautiful vloggers. I'm Shay.
And I'm Kim. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest uploads. And don't forget to do it.
Yes. And like this video.
Right, because we're going to be talking about the Toya and Tamar situation that's been going on all over social media. There's a lot of shade, a lot of palm trees, a lot of evergreens going on.
It's evergreen.
Evergreen.
You know, that's a song.
Yeah.
I think Barbara Streisand.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, so what's going on is that I didn't even realize that Toya and Tamar had beef.
I didn't either. I did not either.
I knew that Tamar had fell out with a couple girls in Atlanta. Because it's always, Tamar finds herself in some issues.
Yeah.
You know, she's gotten into a couple of issues with her own sisters.
Yeah, and then
which we've seen on the show.
And she's gotten let go of on The Real, which is the daytime TV show.
And that comes up in this whole situation.
Yes, it does.
So what really transpired, where it all began, was that Tamar had posted a photo. I don't remember what the photo was of, but she put in the caption that she wanted a little girl so bad.
Right.
And then Tiny's mother,
Tiny Harris, which you know,
T.I.'s estranged wife
right now.
Tiny's mom made a comment like,
"You haven't been seeing
your goddaughter, which is Eris."
Right.
T.I. and Tiny's baby girl, who is just turned 1.
Adorable.
She is so pretty.
Oh my God.
But, I got baby fever.
She got those cheeks, man.
She's so cute.
Oh my God.
So, her mom made the comment. Now, Tamar did not respond to Tiny's mom.
Mm-hmm.
But then T.I. wrote a post basically saying something like, y'all two are godmothers. Because I guess Tamar is the godmother of Eris.
Right.
Tiny is the godmother of Logan,
right,
which is Tamar's son.
Right.
So T.I. was like, y'all need to be back to being better godmothers and seeing y'all godchildren.
Lord.
So after that, Tamar writes a post basically saying, Tiny, I still love you. You're still a friend of mine. I still appreciate you and all that stuff. But in that post, she threw some shade and said something about paperback Toya. Now, she called her paperback Toya because Toya had written a book and said in the book that Tamar had blocked her from coming on The Real when Tamar was on the show. Right. Because I guess she had been asking Tamar, hey, get me on The Real.
Right.
Because
she want to talk about her show.
Toya.
It's not her show, but her books.
Toya has written a couple books.
Right.
And I think they were published in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And so
we don't know if it's either How to Lose a Husband
or I think in my own words, she might have been talking about, that's where she talked about Tamar. But whatever the situation is, she had a couple books out. Yeah. When she had the one book out, she wanted Tamar to get her on The Real to get some publicity for it, obviously, because you want to get your book out. Let people know that it's out.
Right.
Had to go out, buy it, or go on Amazon, whatever the case may be.
Exactly.
So she had been asking her good friend Tamar, hey, you on the show and you're a producer. Get me on the show. You and your husband are producers of the show. Get me on the show.
And she cut her.
And she said that Tamar would not get her on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after Tamar is fired from The Real, they say Tamar... Tamar doesn't go into detail about why she was fired.
But we all know, like, if you watch The Real, it was some negative tension.
It was some energy.
It was going on.
They didn't. The reasons given were that Tamar was difficult to work with.
Yep.
She had a lot attitude problem that they felt like she caught an attitude that I've read that they're saying that producers were uncomfortable even talking to her, even though she was a producer of the show, because they felt like she was always snapping at people.
Yep.
Now I don't know if this is true, but this is what I've read.
Yeah.
That she was snapping at people a lot. That the advertisers didn't really care for her because they didn't like the fact that on certain advertisements she really didn't give her all when it was time to play the games and stuff like that.
Right.
And that in focus groups she tested poorly because people didn't like the fact that they thought that she used urban or ghetto, I guess you would say, lingo. That they felt like all the lip smacking and I didn't think her lingo was ghetto. First of all, what is ghetto lingo anyway?
Right.
So let's take that out of the equation. But I guess they were saying that she was using a lot of phrases that people wouldn't really know, which Tamar really, I like Tamar a lot, but she didn't really coin those phrases, though. A lot of those came from the gay community,
right,
which is big in Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta and all of our viewers who may be LGBTQ, whatever the case may be.
Happy
we love
gay
you all.
pride.
Hey, is it gay pride right now?
Yep, it is. It's going on right now.
Get your party on.
I can't wait to go to a drag show.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm here for it. So, they were saying that the focus groups didn't really care for how she presented herself and how she spoke, to get your life and the eye rolling and the lip smack.
And it was definitely the lip smack because she would do the long. Why can't he do? And the head.
Yes.
Well.
And, if you watch the show, they talked about how she treated Jeannie.
Yes.
Jeannie Mai.
Yeah.
The Asian
she would
co-host.
cut her off so quick, like in the show.
I saw a clip, because I was doing a little research for this particular video and trying to figure out what were people talking about where she was rude or whatever to Jeannie. It actually went to when they were there. There's a clip. I don't know if I can find it, but there was a clip where they are all promoting the show. They're not actually on the stage of the Real. They're not on set.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually at a TV station. Mm-hmm. It looked like a news station, and they had like Lonnie, Tamara, and Tamar sitting in the front, and then you know how they put the taller chairs in the back, and then two people behind, and it was Jeannie and Adrian in the back.
Uh-huh.
And every time that you could see it in her face, every time that Jeannie would start talking, Tamar would be like, "Oh, it." When I tell you, it's obvious.
Oh my God!
Like obvious, like to the
she
point
didn't really care for her on the show.
I like Tamar. I think she's a great singer. She has great personality, but it was rude. It was rude. Like, okay, this is not on the Real, so you're not going to see this clip on the Real. It's a clip of them promoting the show on somebody else's TV show. And every time that Jeannie starts talking, Tamar is like, it was people in the comment section like, watching this makes me uncomfortable for Jeannie.
Well,
or, people who are like, it was somebody who was like, I'm a huge fan of Tamar, but this is rude. Like,
wow.
You could literally see it. It was a visual. She wasn't even trying to hide it. Every time she would start talking, Lonnie would start giggling because Tamar's reaction would always be like, the whole time. So now, after seeing that video, I was like, okay, it was tension. That was not made up.
Yes,
that was not made up. And then when some of the girls would talk on the show, you could see Tamar rolling her eyes, or somebody pointed out that she would like step on them in the conversation. Like they would be talking, and she would be like, "No, you wrong." Which, if you're a Tamar fan, I'm not coming for your friend. I mean, not your friend, your fave. I get it, you're a Tamartian, but you have to admit, even when Tamar is right, like if you watch Braxton Family Values, there are a lot of times where she is actually right. Like a previous episode, I'm gonna just give something that just happened, which was an episode where Trina had her sisters over to try her chicken and some other food because she has a restaurant and she wanted a tasting.
Yeah.
Tamar was actually right in saying, "Oh yeah, this probably is too sweet and all that stuff," because she asked for your input.
Right.
It's not that Tamar is wrong in the things she says; it's her delivery.
Yeah.
Her delivery is abrasive.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm right, you're wrong, period.
But that's so messed up because I remember she had that, was it pulmonary embolism? When she had that blood clot in her lung or something. The girls on the show were so like...
But they said that was how they knew they wanted to fire her.
Yeah. Because they knew when she wasn't there, when she was not on the show,
everybody got along.
The vibe was so much different.
That's how they knew they wanted to fire her. But me and you had a conversation.
Yep.
Because we have writersblogs.com, okay?
Yes.
Long before we had this YouTube channel, we had the blog.
Yes.
We were going to write an article about, we thought that Tamar was about to be fired.
Yes.
It was like 6 months before Tamar was actually fired.
And then we had to make sure, when we wrote that article, I had to make
Stuff was leaking.
I was like, is she fired? Remember I called you, I'm like, is she fired? Because let me go ahead and put this out. Because we didn't know.
The people at the Real, I don't care what nobody tell you, I believe the people at the Real were the ones who were leaking stories because they knew that they were going to fire her, and they was getting everybody prepared for when she was no longer on the show.
Exactly.
They knew they was going to fire Tamar long before they fired her.
Yes. There
were rumors of her getting fired when she was doing Dancing with the Stars.
Yes. Oh, I know.
That was before she got sick.
Yeah.
So the Real producers, they already knew they was going to fire her. I also heard that part of the reason why they wanted to fire her was because her and Vince were getting 3 checks. She was getting a check for being on the show. She was getting a check for being a producer, and he was getting a check for being a producer. So that's 3 checks. Right. So by firing the 2 of them,
yeah,
they just saved them a boatload of money.
A whole bunch of money.
But they have been leaking stories. I don't care what nobody say.
It had to
when Tamar got fired, I was like, wow, I can't believe it came out like that. But I wasn't shocked that she was fired. Not because I thought she was better on the show, because I actually thought she was entertaining on the show.
Yeah,
I liked her on the real.
It was.
And I don't think the real is as fun now that she's gone.
It's not.
Granted, she really does need to work on her delivery, but I thought the real was better with her than without her.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
It's different now that she's not there. I mean, of course, the girls
I thought the show was better when she was there.
Of course, the girls are getting along.
I heard their ratings are not doing as well as
No, it's not.
But the show it's not as fun because Tamar, when you watch, you knew she was gonna have something crazy to say, something funny, something goofy, something silly. Yeah. She really does need to work on the way she talks to people, and that not only show on the real, and not only show when she was promoting, but it also shows on Braxton Family Values. Yeah. I remember she walked out to her mama. That was last. Oh my God, her mama flipped out on her. Girl, listen, I really like Tamar, but it's something about the way she talks to people.
Yes,
I'm a big fan. I love the Love and War album.
That song.
That was pretty. She put out some badass R&B music. Okay, yes, she put together an album. Yes. So I'm a fan, but I'm not too much of a fan where I can't tell the truth.
Right. You gotta tell everything that they do is not always.
You gotta be okay. You cannot always be right. I don't care who you are. You can't always be right.
Exactly.
But so that whole situation was like, wow. So then I guess Toya found out that it was Tamar that was keeping her from the show. From her perspective, do you remember when it was rumors that when Tamar was off the show because she got sick, that she was trying to keep her sisters from co-hosting in her place?
I heard about that.
This goes along with that because Toya saying not only was she not she didn't say anything about her sisters, but other people have been saying. So not only was she keeping her sisters later did co-host.
They did, and even the mom did too.
Yes, and Vince did as well, I believe. But prior to that, when the story first leaked, the information was, Tamar doesn't want anybody to be there in her place. None of her sisters are allowed to do the show. Then when that information leaked, all of a sudden, all her sisters was coming back to back to back.
Yep.
So then it started making me wonder, was it true? Because you never saw her sisters on the show really like that.
There. Yeah. I mean, they did like the Christmas
little
thing.
Stuff.
Yeah. But it wasn't never like they was taking her place while she was absent.
Now you can understand that too, because she might be like, hold on,
it's my turn to shine.
Yeah, this is my moment, because remember how she flipped out when they surprised her on stage?
Oh yeah.
Girl. So what this basically comes back to is like Toya's like, okay, she was blocking me from coming on the show.
Yes.
So now that Tamar is no longer on the show, I get in touch with the real. It takes nothing for me to be able to get on the show and promote my book. Right. So what was the real problem? I couldn't get on the show before when you was a co-host.
Right.
But now you was a co-host and a producer. So if you're truly a producer, first of all, how do you get fired that fast as a producer?
Because it was always.
It sounded like it was a vanity title. Yeah. Some people saying it's like, I don't think it was a vanity title. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was a vanity title, but it seems like Tamar had a lot to do with the conception and why the show was picked up. So you got to give Tamar credit. That was her baby. But you turn lemons into lemonade, because supposedly she got a show coming from Steve Harvey Production Company.
Right.
So we'll check that out, see how we like it. Maybe we'll put up a review on it.
Right.
But so Toya felt like you blocked me from coming on the show.
Right.
So then there was issues between them.
Yeah.
I guess Tamar called her paperback Toya in this comment where she was, and a lot of people said like all the nice things she said about Tiny was taken away by the shade she threw at Toya, because you can't give positive energy and then slide in negative energy at the same time.
You can't, because the negative is going to overpower that positive energy.
Exactly. So you can't. And then when you write up a message like that, you reread it, then you post it.
Right.
So that means you reread your shade and still posted it.
Yep.
And instead of being a bigger person, she threw Toya that shade. Yep. Now, whether Toya deserved it or not, I don't know, because I don't really know the ins and outs of their friendship.
Right.
Because supposedly it's like a gang of them.
Yeah.
And they all cool in Atlanta. It's Candy from Atlanta Housewives, Rasheeda from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta,
Yep.
Tiny, T.I.'s wife,
yep.
Toya Lil Wayne's baby mother.
And I thought she was living in Miami for the longest, but I guess
she may be back and forth.
Right, yeah.
And then it's one more. Oh, Keanna, who was Tiny's best friend / hairdresser. It's a video of Keanna and Tamar getting into it.
What?
Oh, girl, it's on YouTube. I'll show you in the video. We're not going to show it because I don't play that copyright infringement stuff. I'm not paying you for a video. No. Y'all got to look it up. Mm-hmm. But it's a video of Tamar. It's a video of Tamar and Keanna get into it. Tamar kind of read Keanna. She was like, Keanna called Tamar, I guess Tamar did something that Keanna didn't like. And for whatever reason, she said that Tamar was being a white girl or something like that. And she was like, a white girl, but what color is my coins? And I was like, oh!
I mean, goodness gracious, the shade.
Yes. So, Tamar gave her a quick little cute read. I think they were all on vacation. It was Tiny, Keanna, Candy, and Tamar. And they was shading each other all through this video. A lot of y'all might have seen it, but you can look it up.
Wow.
Look, just Google or YouTube beef between Tamar and Keanna. You'll see it. Anyway, so on to the next. So, and if y'all watch our videos, when we get to talking about the gossip stuff,
we talk about it all. It goes in different directions.
Yeah, it might curve a little bit, but we'll get back to it. So she called her paperback Toya. Word, however it happened, got back to Toya and Reginae. Because Reginae, who is the daughter of Toya and Lil Wayne, who's been getting in a lot of stuff lately.
Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Yes. And
Reginae gets on Tamar's page and say, watch it now, or watch yourself, or something like that, which is kind of like a veiled threat. But she said, watch out now.
But she likes to get involved in like older.
Have y'all seen this hip hop show? What is it?
Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. She gets in a lot of like.
But what's up with Dev's son? He was so inappropriate, in my opinion, to Zanique.
Oh yeah,
he was so inappropriate. He made that girl cry.
Yep.
She tried to hug him. He gave her the cold shoulder. Like, what grown man is treating women like that in any respect? But Reginae is very, she's mouthy.
Yes, she
and
is.
His cousin told her, like, you need to be careful because these men out here fight women. Yeah. And that is true. But anyway, Reginae had made a comment on Tamar's page, and a lot of people feel a certain way about it. Like, Reginae, you got to fall back, baby. I think Reginae is like 17, 18.
Yeah, she is.
She still got teen in her age.
Yes.
No shade, but,
you keep getting involved.
You get in these grown women business.
And you're defending your father, you're defending your mother, but it's like you need to really step back. You really do, because
what's gonna happen is, and then there was the video, the girl mushing her, and she didn't really do nothing about that. So it's like a lot of people feel like if you got all that mouth Reginae, when this girl is getting in and mushing you on the side of your head or whatever in your video, it was on Facebook Live. Why you didn't check that girl?
Right.
And you didn't really say nothing until the girl walked out the room.
Exactly.
And then it was the video of Reginae's best friend getting into it with somebody. The story was that the girl, they were at, I think, Clark Atlanta University, and Reginae's best friend got into it with another girl who had been drinking, and I guess the girl had some liquid courage and jumped up and hit Reginae's best friend. Then Reginae was trying to break it up, but instead of breaking it up, the other girls who also probably had been drinking or something thought Reginae was trying to jump in. So that's when you see that video of all of them crowding around her, and they look like they getting jumped. Yeah, she was really trying to break it up, but people thought that she was jumping in. But with Reginae's mouth, what we have seen, we don't know if she said something slick to them girls. Not jumping is always wrong.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
You don't want to do that.
That's some cowardly stuff.
It is.
Don't be out. First of all, I'm not out here fighting anybody. Okay.
Right.
If you can't say it with your words, then just walk away. You shouldn't be out here fist fighting and doing all that stuff anyway. But if you're going to get into that kind of situation, that jumping stuff is for the birds.
You look like a punk. Like you don't do that.
You do. So them girls was definitely in the wrong. However, with Reginae's mouth, you never know if her story is a story that adds up, because on Growing Up Hip Hop, she said that the boy started with her, but Reginae she was egging him on too. I think both of them was wrong. Yeah. Him and her. Yeah. He was a little more wrong because she's younger and he could have walked away. But at the same time, her mouth, she got the mouth of a grown woman.
Mouth on her. She got a mouth on her.
Everybody keeps saying she gonna run into the wrong person. I don't hope that. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't hope that she run. I don't hope she runs into the wrong person. I just hope that she learns to
control that. Cause put it under control because it's not ladylike. You know what I'm saying?
And like his cousin said, you can't just be walking up on men because we in a day and age where men put their hands. How many videos have we seen where men putting their hands on women and stuff like that? And it
could be a stranger.
You can say that Lil Wayne is your dad all you want to, but at the end of the day, if you really into something with somebody, they don't care who your family is.
Exactly.
If they mad enough, don't let them be drinking.
Exactly.
Okay? Exactly. It will go down. You have to call your people later on, but for right now, you got to handle this like grown adults. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna let your mouth as a teenager get you in some grown woman situations.
Ooh, and you don't know how to handle it.
I don't dislike Reginae because I'm not going after a young girl. Right. I'm not a young lady, should I say? But I don't dislike her. But word to the wise,
you don't
fall back.
You don't do that.
Fall back. And then this situation between Toya and Tamar, you are at an age where let your mother handle it. Yes. If you was calling your mother, I don't know if y'all watch the show, but on the show, she calling her mom to handle him after she started the argument.
Yes.
If you calling your mother to jump into situations for
why did your mom have to save you? Your mom's not gonna be able to do that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but
it don't.
If you calling your mom to save you, how you now jumping in for your mom after she's the person who is the one you want to save you?
Right.
So I mean, girl.
Yeah.
Rasheeda, don't put yourself in a situation where before you even really get your career off and all that stuff that you already have people feeling a negative way about you, because it takes a lot to build your name and just very little to break it. And to break the way people feel about you and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
Whether people like you and change how people feel about you, it takes a long time to gain that respect from other people. It's very quick and easy to lose it. So just keep that in mind while you getting into stuff with all of these people.
Message.
Okay, because
it's so true.
It could be like that. You know what I mean? And then after that, you have to work hard to rebuild it.
Exactly. And you just now getting started. Like you said,
your career
you
just
said
started.
Yourself, you want to be an entrepreneur. You look up to your mom.
She wants to be an actress.
Yeah.
People gotta want to go see your movies.
Exactly.
People gotta want to turn on the TV and watch your TV show.
You gotta have fans. Like you
get what I'm saying? You
don't want more enemies than fans. Like you really don't. Like,
but who does?
Right.
You want more friends than enemies.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in high school, I had a messed up attitude. I did. I'm not gonna lie. And I had a substitute teacher. I was like kind of getting smart with him, and he pulled me to the side. And he said, "You know what? You're really nice looking young lady, but I just want you to know you get more bees with honey than vinegar."
Wow.
And that opened my eyes. Like, you know what? I have to learn. And over time, I really internalized that and start thinking, you got to really treat people how you want to be treated.
Exactly.
And I don't know. She probably never see this video, but hopefully she gets to a place where she understands that she cannot always use the fact that her father is Lil Wayne to get her out of situations.
You can't do that. Because by that point, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares what your father said?
And if you run into the wrong person,
who are you? As a person, who are you? You know what I mean?
And
you just gonna be Lil Wayne's daughter?
There's people who have come for Lil Wayne too.
Yeah.
Remember when that tour bus got shut off?
Oh my God.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, not everybody is in fear of your family.
Yeah.
So be cognizant of that while you're going out here getting into it with random people, because you never know what somebody going through or what they've been through and whether or not they are taking out on you.
Exactly.
Just saying. Yes. All right. So that was my moment. Now, back to the story. So, Toya and Tamar are having this whole issue. So, she calls her paperback Toya.
Mm-hmm.
Which was the shade of a lifetime.
Disrespectful.
People was hashtagging paperback Toya.
This girl is trying, writing books and stuff, for real.
But when Toya got on Tamar, baby, did you read that message?
I did.
She was on her head.
I did.
She said a whole lot. I got to pull it up because you know what? She came for her jugular. She came for her front, her back, and her middle. Okay, she said something about you be getting into it with your sister. Did you see? I'm gonna ask you this while I'm looking up for this whole video. For this screenshot. But did you see? Braxton Family Values. It was an episode this season. Tamar was at church with her sisters, and the preacher, I guess it's a preacher that they have grown up with. I think they were in Baltimore because that's where they're from.
Yeah.
They were either in Baltimore or Atlanta, but the preacher is somebody that they've known throughout their life or something like that. And the woman was preaching, and she was saying all of these things about, you know, just life and all of this stuff. And Tamar was very extra, like, yes. So that was part of the shade Toya threw her.
Oh, so that's where that came about.
Yes. So when we get to this, Toya is actually talking about something that happened on Braxton Family Values, where Tamar was at church. You can actually see the look on Trina, Tracy, and I think it's even Vince was giving her so much side eye. She was doing all that yelling like yes and all that stuff. It did at one point. I really like Tamar, but I gotta call a spade a spade. I'm not gonna play favorites. I'm telling you what I think. At one point, while she was doing all that yelling in church, she actually stopped and looked at the camera. So it did seem like she was acting.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So anyway,
I wouldn't be
pulled
surprised.
it up. So this is what Toya had to say about Tamar, okay? Because she went in. She went in.
Yes, she did.
Y'all know I had to screenshot it because nowadays people tweet and delete it or comment and delete. So I had to screenshot it because I was like, I'm not gonna miss this tea.
Right,
okay,
exactly.
This is piping hot straight out the kettle. I got to get it. So Toya says, this is Toya Wright's message to Tamar. Gotta clear my throat. Me. Okay. So she says, paperback Toya, really, bitch? What does your non-sincere apology and fake-ass public outreach have to do with me? You're the fakest bitch I know. You wrote all of that pathetic, attention-seeking bullshit, but you conveniently forgot to tell them why you're really mad. Speak up. I'll tell them. Why you and your so-called best friend of 19 years fell out. She's talking about Tiny.
Yes.
Because she said that her and Tiny have been best friends for 19 years, whatever.
Right.
Why didn't you tell them how petty you really are? What type of bitch gets mad because a friend posts a birthday message about another friend? I have your answer, though. The same petty ass bitch that got mad at everyone who went on the Real Talk show that she was fired from. I'm sick of you popping off on everybody and then playing the victim with your over-the-top, under-the-table ass. That line is funny as hell. Yeah, okay? It is. I like Tamar, I really do. But your over-the-top, under-the-table ass, that is so funny to me.
Over the top.
What? I can't wait till somebody make me mad. You with your over-the-top, under-the-table ass. I'm waiting. I'm waiting until.
Oh my God.
Okay. You talk shit about your own sisters. You a disrespectful, disloyal, jealous, attention fiend. Your desire to be front and center and have all the attention even spilled over into the church. People trying to hear the Lord's word, and you want the people to watch you work.
Wow.
Fake ass praise. Fuck you all days and always. Tamar. Love always. Paperback Toya. My new book will be dropping in July. Hashtag I have time today. Hashtag I apologize to my followers. Hashtag she keep playing with me.
Well, wasn't that a poem?
She said, fuck you all days and always. That was
over the top, under the table.
Over the top, under the table. Fuck you all days and always.
The Shade Room posted that. I remember seeing that on Facebook.
Let me tell you something. When I seen that message, I wasn't even done with the first sentence. I was like, screenshot. I'm not going to miss out on this. I read that so many times, I damn near memorized it.
Man.
I was like, no.
Over the table.
The shade is real. I'm talking, that's carport shade. Palm tree shade. Solar eclipse shade. Umbrella shade. That's Rihanna umbrella shade, okay?
Oh
get back to the number one record, umbrella shade, okay?
I cannot.
Okay?
Oh my
that
God.
is the shade from a big ass church hat. That is shade.
Kentucky Derby hat.
That's a Kentucky Derby hat shade, okay? Girl, when she said with that fake ass praise, I fell out because I had just watched the episode.
See, I didn't watch it, but if you saying that she praise the Lord.
She was in the video like, right. At one point, she got up and was grabbing at the air. Then somebody noted in the acting like, is she doing a Millie Rock at one point in the video? She was like, yes! Girl, Toya.
I'm done.
Listen, I like Tamar. I like them all. I'm a huge fan of Candy.
Yeah.
Love Tamar, Tiny, Toya, Rasheeda.
Yeah.
Oh, get that whole situation together with Kirk. Oh my God.
Oh, it's coming.
If you with Kirk, okay, and whether you getting paid to lie, you make yourself look like a fool, or you stand with him and he really dogging you like this, you make yourself look like a fool. Either way it goes, there is no winning in this situation for Rasheeda. Because from what I hear, they're still together and they were photographed still together. Supposedly the baby ain't his, but what does it matter? Because
it still looks ugly. Like the whole situation still looks ugly.
He was in that cabin with Bambi and them.
But listen, if any doubt, he should have said, "That's not my kid. I'm going to get the DNA test first."
But you know, Mona wants to drag that out for a full season.
But we
heard that Rod, Jasmine, and that other chick, they don't show up at the reunion.
Really?
Because Rasheeda didn't want one of them to show up, and I'm guessing it's Jasmine.
It had to have been her.
It had to have been Jasmine.
Yeah, because she never wanted to meet her.
Supposedly, they saying that the Jasmine girl is saying all over social. No, not Jasmine, the other one. That was part of the threesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's Rod, it's Jasmine, it's another girl.
Yeah.
Keanna, I don't know her name. That might not even be her name.
I don't even know her name.
I don't know what the girl name is, but anyway, she's been saying on social media that they only invited 2 of the 3 of them. And so all 3 of them decided not to go. So they're not at the reunion. So if you watch, when the Love and Hip Hop reunion happened, if you don't see the 3 of them, don't be surprised. Unless they fly them out and retape something.
Right.
From what I read, none of them are there because they tried to block one person from coming. And the reason that they gave was that Rasheeda didn't want somebody there. And Rasheeda, was real cool with all the producers because she's been on the show since the beginning.
Right.
So to me, the only person that Rasheeda wouldn't want there is Jasmine.
It would have to be her.
It wouldn't be Rod.
No, it wouldn't have been him because he's not the father.
Literally. So, okay. But anyway, so that was the whole situation. Oh, supposedly it was also drama between Tiny and Tamar because Tamar was supposedly mad at Tiny because Tiny, Tiny. Oh, Monica is another person that's a part of the group. That's why.
Monica.
Monica is another Atlanta person that's a part of the whole crew. They got a whole Atlanta crew.
Well, yeah, but I can see why Tamar probably is beefing with Monica because Monica's been on the real a lot.
Yes,
she's been guest hosting a lot
since Tamar was fired.
Yeah.
So Tamar unfollowed Monica, and she unfollowed Tiny because Tiny tweeted, "My girl Monica is on the show right now. Watch her on the show." As soon as Tiny tweeted that, Tamar unfollowed her.
Hey.
So Tamar is mad at, basically from what I'm understanding, Tamar is pissed off with anybody who is doing the show after she been fired. And I see that 2 ways. One way is, girl, you can't stop nobody from getting their money. They trying to promote their stuff. They trying to get, all the attention, whatever they can get to promote their projects because they coming up just like you. They trying to get their bread up.
Exactly.
But on the other hand, if you my friend, why you going where somebody did me dirty?
I see that.
So you can kind of see Tamar's perspective, and you can see theirs too. But Tamar keep falling out with people, so it automatically puts people in a perspective like, oh, Tamar gotta automatically be wrong because she the common denominator.
Yeah, she's really upset.
People feel like Tamar can't, if you can't get a, because I'm gonna tell you one thing that I seen that Tamar was wrong. It was an episode of Braxton Family Values, and she would not admit that Tony paved the way for her.
Really?
And Tony has admitted that she got like all of her sisters 2 or 3 record deals apiece.
Right. Well, if you watch that Lifetime movie,
she wouldn't even be married to Vince if it wasn't for Tony. Because Vince was Tony's manager before he was Tamar. So you actually met your husband through your sister.
Right.
So it's nobody who has put you on more than Tony Braxton. Period.
Exactly.
She put you on more.
You are.
Listen. The fact that your last name is Braxton put you on because Tony put on the last name.
Exactly.
Nobody would know the last name Braxton like that if it wasn't for Tony.
Exactly.
You cannot take away from the fact that Tony Braxton put their whole family on the map. And you wouldn't have, even though Braxton Family Values was, the concept was Tamar's, they wouldn't have picked up the show if it wasn't for Tony.
Yeah.
So that's the one time I have watched Tamar and I was like, girl, you was wrong. Now, I'm a huge Tamar fan. I'm telling y'all, I still play Love and Stay and Fight. You understand? Like that is my jam.
Yes, you could tell she put her whole heart out.
Listen,
energy.
That's a badass album.
Writing
that album. I do believe she should have won a Grammy for that album.
Yes.
But people probably was like, we want to see what else she gonna do. Because the Grammys can be very selective, but also the Grammys is a popularity contest.
Exactly.
So anyway, like most award shows,
right.
And a lot of them be buying their awards anyway.
Exactly.
So anyway, but so I do like Tamar, but Tamar has found herself in a lot of issues. I can't say that Tamar is 100% wrong because we don't even know the full backstory. It's got to be more to this.
It has to be more it was more about with the real when she left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We started finding out Lonnie and her weren't getting along either, remember?
Lonnie denied that.
She did?
Lonnie said to her and they were cool. But the rumors are that okay, Lonnie, listen, all of the girls said they got along with Tamar.
Yes.
And
Lonnie did say she was cool. They were like sisters.
Rumor has it that Adrian, Jeannie were sick of Tamar.
Well, yeah.
That Lonnie kind of was on the fence.
Yeah.
And that Tamara liked Tamar.
Well, yeah.
But then her and Tamara ended up falling out because she called Tamara out oh, you posted a picture of us on a plane or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, and Tamara was just like, somebody asked me, have I seen you? And I said, I saw you on a flight.
Right.
Or whatever. I don't really know the backstory because there was a picture, but I don't know if Tamara is the one who put that picture up.
Right.
But Tamar was kind of feeling like me and you not that cool, but you just want to show for appearances.
She was one of the last ones to go with Tamar. I do remember that.
She's not cool with none of them now.
No, she's not. She's not.
A lot of people feel like Tamar is the common denominator. You're like,
yeah.
I mean, I like you, Tamar, but you got a lot of issues with people. You got all your sisters, but some of her sisters is jealous of her.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
Yeah.
I didn't real quick, I know you don't watch Breakfast Family Values.
I watch it on and off.
Okay.
I do.
It's the episode where they jumped on stage with her.
Mm-hmm.
This episode caused so much drama on whether or not Tamar was wrong. Because she got mad that they jumped on her stage. Now, they claim that they used to do this with Tony all the time. But in that situation, I sided with Tamar.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was super excited. It was her first time headlining her show in Atlanta, I believe. Mm-hmm. And Atlanta's like a second home to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got on the stage. They wasn't prepared. They barely knew the dance moves. It's like, okay, on one hand, she could have laughed it off. But on the other hand, people probably recording it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk about it. They gonna tweet about it, whatever.
Right.
And if y'all look a mess, y'all make me look a mess.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she actually said on the show, if y'all had just told me y'all wanted to do it, we could have put something cute together and y'all could have got on stage with me. But y'all didn't do that and y'all surprised me. So there are times where Tamar's sisters go at her and she's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that Tamar has, I'm being honest, Tamar's delivery is atrocious.
She has her ways, we're going to put it that way.
Tamar's delivery is atrocious.
Yeah,
it's atrocious.
She has her ways for sure.
Girl, Tamar, and
the head rolling and the, I can't even do
First of all, when you start talking to another black woman with all of this,
you already
she
know
already like, what?
When you got the finger up,
who you talk to?
When you got the finger up, you already know.
The thing about it is
that
I've learned this over the years is that I've learned a lot of things in my life. I took a speech class, interpersonal communications. Instructor was really good, but I don't remember her name, but she was a really good instructor. She was talking about how people argue and how people get into arguments, and a lot of times you don't even mean to get into an argument, but it's what you're saying to people. Or sometimes it's not even what you're saying, it's how you're saying it.
Right.
And she will always say that when you're having a conversation with somebody and you don't like something that they're doing, you use I statements. I don't like how this makes me feel. I don't like how this was handled, whatever. Right. So you're talking about yourself. But when you say you did this and you did that, you put the person on the defensive.
Yeah.
So then they can't hear anything you're saying. You really can't have a conversation because they already thinking about how they're going to defend themselves.
Exactly.
Because you have...
You already put it out there like you.
Instead
of
the minute you start making you statements instead of I statements, instead of talking about how I feel, I'm talking about what you did.
Yeah.
Then I'm automatically putting you on the defensive. If Tamar learned that, she would be better off because a lot of times Tamar has a great point.
Yeah.
And she could be right in a situation. But because the way she handles it is so wrong, people have a hard time being on her side.
Exactly.
So that's one thing I will say. I really do like Tamar. I just think that Tamar has this way of talking to people where it automatically makes them want to be like, girl, you can't talk to me any kind of way.
Yeah.
That has to, her sisters, her mother, her father has even said things about the way she talks to people, although her father issues.
He don't need to say anything.
You know, he got his own stuff he needs to handle.
Buddy.
But
buddy.
you know, all her friends in Atlanta and all this stuff.
This group of women, like, learn how to present yourself.
Supposedly, she not even cool. She not cool with LaShawn Daniels, who wrote most of the album for Love and War.
Are you serious?
Her, Vince, and LaShawn wrote most of that album. They not even cool no more. She was like real tight with his wife. She fell out with them, but I don't know if that was over money or what, because that could have been over business. But her makeup artist was supposed to be her best friend. They not cool no more, but I think that was over money.
Yeah.
So she's had a lot of situations, and I think that people. I just feel like the same thing we said about Reginae, and that even if you're great at what you do, if people don't like you as a person, you may have a hard time building that fan base. Tamar has a very big fan base, but her fan base could be that much bigger if people didn't feel like her personality was so off-putting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tamar could be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because from what I understand, it's people in the industry who refuse to work with her.
I've heard that too.
I've heard that. It's people in the music industry. There are people who refuse.
And that's the career that you're going into. You're going to be working with people.
You get more bees with honey than vinegar.
Yeah.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
You can't be that way all.
I don't know. But anyway, this is a 42-minute. Ciao. Anyway, but this was a good one though.
Yeah, I mean, because there's so many different things you have to talk about with Tamar. I mean,
it's a lot.
Shoot, she was on a reel, all this stuff on Instagram.
It's a lot.
I mean, come on.
It's a lot going on. But we still love you, Tamar, and we're rooting for you. I can't wait to see her show. I am gonna watch when her show comes out with the Steve Harvey production company.
When does it come out?
I haven't heard yet. I don't know if they're still in the development stage. Okay. So I haven't really heard no information on when it comes out. But when it comes out, I'm gonna let you know so that we can record it, watch it. Maybe we can review a couple episodes. Yeah. Maybe like the first week it comes out.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if it's a daily show, we could do it like a review maybe after the first 5 episodes or something. Yeah. I'm sure to be good because she's very entertaining.
She is.
Wish her well. Toya, wish her well on her books and everything.
Tiny, I'm rooting for you.
Yes, with all the stuff with
T.I. got going on.
T.I. has changed a lot of people's perception of him.
Yeah.
I like T.I. We just talked about the best T.I. album was King.
Yes.
That was a bomb-ass album.
I was a fan, but just based on this is what happens when you start doing stuff in your career.
It changed people see his character differently.
Yes.
Because they you can't preach to people. Because T.I., I won't say is preachy, but he definitely gives a lot of advice about how you should behave, how you should move out here in these streets. Exactly. But people if you're not taking care of home,
how can we
taking care of home is more than just financial.
You gotta practice.
We know that you got millions and you got money, but it just looked like, especially on the show and stuff, he was like, I spent money on you, I spent millions on you, and you called your wife a distraction. A lot of people felt some type of way. He said he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That was basically what he said.
And I don't like that. And the fact that you got this side chick over here. You got all these...
she feels so bossy. I'm not even going to say her name because we're not going to give her that attention.
No.
Because Tiny called her a pass around.
Yeah.
On Wendy's show.
She don't...
I'm not going to give her no attention just because...
that. And I felt so bad.
I already feel some type of way about them Instagram models who be half naked all the time.
Yeah.
Because they just want some likes. But it's a whole other story when you dealing with married men. She claims she wasn't dealing with him like that, but
Whatever.
I'm not going to say her name because I'm not giving that. You
don't need the spotlight. That could be for somebody else.
She's very pretty. She's very pretty, but the so-called chick, but I'm just saying, whatever. But, so I'm a fan of everybody in here. And as far as Reginae goes, I think that she can go far. If she just
needs to tailor them out.
She got to tailor that attitude. It's not even what you say though. Sometimes it's how you say it.
Get off the phone.
Because that one video where she was going in on the dude, Day of Sun.
Yeah.
she was actually, it wasn't wrong that she was defending Zanique. It was the way she was talking to him.
Right.
But he was wrong too, because he was way out of pocket. But Reginae, I like you, but Reginae got a lot of growing to do. She's still, she's still in that stage. She's
a young adult.
Yeah, young adult becoming a grown adult.
Yes.
So we like everybody, but we want to see some people do things differently.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us know how you felt. Tell us in the comment section. Make sure you like the video.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Okay. And we will check y'all.
Check
y'all.
Later.
I'm not checking y'all. I don't want to check anybody. We will check with y'all. Check y'all. I'm like, we will check. No, we will not check.
We gonna check in with y'all later.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say, but it didn't come out. It's late, y'all. We done did like 6 or 7 videos by now. I'm sad. Okay. What did Young Thug daughter say? I'm motherfucking tired. I'm motherfucking tired. So, anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate y'all. I'm Shay.
And I'm Kim, and we will talk to y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming to Writer's Vlogs.
In the description box, you'll find
links to our social media,
blog,
and anything else you need to know.
Be sure to rate,
comment,
and subscribe to our channel.
Mwah.